How's it going, everyone? This is Chilled, and today I am going to just kind of do a VOD review on a Clefable game I played kind of recently. It was probably a few days ago. It was the day or the day after that Clefable was released. I'd say probably the day because it's veteran. So yeah, without further ado, we'll kind of just get into it. I'm going to talk about the team comps. I think the team comps are pretty similar. I think ours is just a little more punchy and in your face, and theirs is a little squishier and kind of range. I don't know what I would explain it as. Just a little squishier, I would say. So without further ado, let's just get into it, because honestly, it's more just about a guide explaining Clefable. So I'm gonna put the build right here on the video. I believe it was Muscle Band. I'm sorry. It was Muscle Band, Energy Amplifier, and the Shell Bell, with obviously the X speed for like extra speed, and you'll see why. I'll get into it then. We're just gonna get this rolling though. Alright, so I see Scolded on the Scizor and Feppy on the Clefable, which is definitely not like ideal, especially the first day when you're trying to just kind of rank grind. Man, I got some rough games this year. I cannot wait to make the video where I got, it doesn't matter. So we are running down the lane. We're kind of just farming. I'm letting, a half and half. In some cases I will take the most farm. I guess here I would, because I'm just trying to get my Clefable, honestly. Like, just getting to level 4 is so huge. Like, if they're gonna mess around with him and like let him like kind of distract, then we're going to let that happen. I wanted to heal Pulse, but it's a little too late for all that. Actually, it's not, because for some reason, Talonflame on their team went for me instead of Blastoise and kind of like double teaming a Squirtle. I don't quite understand it, but we'll take it. We're almost to level 4. We're just kind of farming. We might try and take that top. Oh, perfect. We already got it. So now we got Moonlight. It's going to give us a little movement speed getting in. But he's a goner, so we're going to just use it to get out and heal. Scolded is pushing me super hard, but that's okay because I can kite. With Clefable, you can definitely kite that kind of stuff, as long as it's not like an Absol. You can't really kite an Absol, I wouldn't say. So, just kind of fighting him off. Healing. Spam. So basically with this build, you're rushing to level 4 first, kind of just supporting and team fighting through like 8, and then once like 8 minutes rolls, you want to get to the middle, kind of like farm up, and you want to rush to level 10. And now rushing to level 10 is more about getting the Moonlight Plus in the level. Like, Moonlight Plus has just, I would say, I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it feels like almost double the heals. It feels like double the heals, that's for sure. And like, even at level 5, I'm kind of juicing the team. When it's a 3v1 on one Pokemon, you're juicing the team. Like, you are keeping them at full health, and we're just pushing hard, because they're either kiting or they're just not dealing enough damage to 3. Like a defender, a support, and our jungler. Like, so now we have their jungler in lane. Our jungler is going back into farm at 7:30. Here, this is a prime example right here. You see how our Pupitar is in the middle right now? I know for a fact, yep. I was about to say, I know for a fact they're going to start pushing us. And I'm glad I started at least farming something. This dude knows that he can just kind of push me around, because I'm not going to be able to get to the middle, so he might as well, well, I have time technically to get to the middle. Moonlight, come up, please. Spam it, spam it, spam it. Hit it. Yes. Now the team, we're kind of just getting everyone back to full health. Scold's going to come in and kill someone. Probably me, yeah. And that's fine. That makes sense, because that's honest. Oh, he ulted too. Great ult. That's what he should do there, honestly. So, just going back up. We lose our top lane, of course. Yeah. So here's a big macro mistake for our Pupitar yet again. He kind of just dives in and dies while we're kind of just trying to hold off our lane with whatever we have. So now it's just a Blastoise and Clefable, and I can't really do anything, because if I stop for a second, they're kind of just, you have to use mobility with Clefable. That's like the honest to God truth. I feel like using that Moonlight mobility to heal everyone while kind of not staying dormant is huge. So we use our ult, just kind of like proc it, see what's happening. We get blocked, we're kind of scared because we want to use it. We just use it. We're going to end up pushing the birds away. Talonflame tries to ult, get it, and maybe just push us away, like isolate one of us. I'm not 100% sure. I knew he was going to kill Glaceon because Glaceon is so low already. And he's just going to crit, yep. Crit Crustle, man. Crustle's actually insane right now. We're going to lose our bottom lane. I don't know if that's actually true. No. Okay, Moonlight Plus. So see, we're at 512. We get Moonlight Plus. 512, we got Moonlight Plus. So now we're just going to run into the lane, use it as soon as possible to movement speed boost and get everyone healed up. We are going to just take down the Reggie, super easy. Kind of just try and rotate to the top lane. We're going to push on this Talonflame super hard because he's in the middle making kind of a mistake. Feppy pushes in to follow me. I don't quite understand the follow me build, so I'm not going to talk about it. I do fly with my ult just to kind of get away from all of that. Because I knew that was they were going to just try and take me out of the fight like they need to. I mean, that's like the play. And now we're just ripping the Regieleki. Talonflame thinks maybe he has it. He takes 2 of us, which is 1 too many. If he gets Glaceon there and doesn't hit that wall, he probably kills Glaceon now and makes this fight a lot different. Because Glaceon is just pushing them with damage. All he has to do is lock on and just let those ice crystals fly. So we're healing, we're trying to not die. We do die, so hopefully the team backs out. One nice thing about Moonlight that I really enjoy is that you can heal Regieleki with it. I don't know if maybe it's a bug. I'm not sure. I do kind of enjoy it because it keeps Regieleki a little more fightable. I definitely think it makes Clefable a top tier support too. Not just that, there's so many things that make it a great support, but that is one of them. So we get our level 12 just real quick because honestly our lane's already getting beat up, and now we're just going to defend the bottom lane hard. Last minute before Rayquaza, we're going to see where we stand as far as points. We're losing, so that's not a good sign. Now we know we need to be aggressive. We have our Machamp pushing and Delphox. Machamp's gonna die on that, isn't he? Well, hopefully he kites the Delphox ult. I'm just healing. Yeah, Machamp killed. That's huge. So Talon does not get Glaceon and gets me, which is also huge because I can just heal Glaceon and myself back up. Feppy, poor Feppy, the Glaceon is just putting it on. He needs to be careful because of Scolded. So I'm sure Scolded, nah, I don't think he actually did get a hit on him. I wanted to take out Regirock, scoop some points off of it. And now we're just going to use Moonlight and our X speed. This is kind of the mobility I mean with this Pokemon. If you pop the X speed and use Moonlight, even necessarily just for the movement speed boost, and then just wait for it to go back on cooldown. Now we're just healing everyone to 100 and waiting for them to push. We have Feppy and Scolded together. And we kind of pushing on them. I just Hyper Beam Feppy, which Glaceon gets the kill probably with a Crystal. I'm healing the whole team. Not the whole team, but 4 of the 5. Glaceon just put it on. I'm stomping Crustle because Crustle kind of overextends there. I mean, Crustle probably thinks he has it, but I just don't know. So now we're just taking them out, and it's kind of just trickling because it all started with the Crustle. And I want to say maybe the Talon. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. Wow. Feppy used his fly to get out of town, which is fair. He's still going to... Oh, nice. He's going to try and heal his Delphox. So between him healing his Delphox and his Delphox trying to block everything, Delphox misses me. I get up a fat 100 right before a minute, and now we're in the lead. So now what we do is we have one of two things. I don't think this is the play, honestly. If you ask me, I almost should have just backed out. Luckily, my teammates get the Rayquaza, so I just step on the goal and just put my points up. There's points down there, but I'm honestly not worried about it here. I'm not sure why. Maybe I should be, maybe I shouldn't. I'm helping Tyranitar, and I'm going back. I don't know why Tyranitar doesn't put his points up. That's okay, because defending is way more important. Yep, and that's why. Because now, Talon's just gonna get beat up, you know? I tried to Hyper Beam Talon, and I Hyper Beamed a Claydol. Now I'm gonna bush it, yep. And that's kind of just, for the last 20 seconds, we just want to kind of put ourselves around any possibility we could help someone on the team. We're just spinning for the style, and just like that, that's at least the gameplay. So what I would say with Clefable that I didn't get to like talk about here, gravity is super important in instances like Gengar. Like Gengar Hex, if you feel like a Gengar is, he sludge bombs you, say, you put down the gravity immediately. Just stop what you're doing, just spam that button. And there's another thing I want to talk about. I got 120k heals in this game, which is huge. The Glaceon got 100k. The Tyranitar got 100k, even though their macro was kind of poor. But we won, you know what I mean? They still put out the damage. It's not like they did 13k and got like 2 kills. They probably got plenty of kills. 6 and 17 assists. Like, they were still fighting with the team. That's great news. Blastoise went off. Absolute freak, actually. Yeah, I mean, and it's not like they played bad. Like, Scolded at 85k, which is really good. Scizor is a 100k machine, but, like, I'm just saying, like, they had plays that were just not ideal. Like their Talon. That was, I don't know. There was at the end of the day, I think what happened in the end team fight was that we had more of like an idea that we didn't realize we were on the same page, but we kind of all just grouped up. Like here at Rayquaza, 2 minutes. I say gather here, you know? Everyone gathers. Blastoise makes the initial move and everyone follows. And this is the point where we win right here, honestly. Right here is where we win it. It's at least where it starts winning. So Feppy and Scolded come in, which unfortunately they just had 2 of them to our. We were just ready to. You know what I mean? It's just tough. There's so much to it. We just got a good jump. We had all 3 of us deciding to go for Clefable. I Hyper Beamed and Glaceon used a move, and now Crustal's still just not. That's where they lose right there. That's where they lose, because Crustal. If you see this, Crustal's fighting us up here, right? There's 1, 2, 3 of us on him, and there's our Blastoise, who could just is still over half health. You know what I mean? He has so much mobility, so much health. Like, he's a defender. There's 4 of them now on Crustal. So Crustal, I'm just going to put gravity down so he can't move as fast. Moonlight to heal everyone up. He's coming back half health, so we gravity again and stomp him out while everyone else kind of, while Glaceon helps with damage support. Scolded's coming in, so we're going to deny. Yep, and there. That's another play right there. That's what I mean with gravity, like Gengar Hex. Like, I didn't know that was about to happen, right? But he used his ult, and in the gravity, I put down gravity, right? As he's using his ult, he's literally using it. Glaceon's doing whatever they're doing. Machamp's doing whatever they're doing. They get their ult off, and it's still kind of in there. And I think they used a move. You know what I mean? I think Scolded used a move. I think he used a move to like a dash. I don't play Scizor, so obviously I should look maybe at his VOD and see what happened. But yeah, I think maybe he used a dash, and I countered it because of the gravity. Gravity like counters any dash moves that are like used inside of it. So just really lucky timing, honestly. I just knew that I believe I saw him, correct? I saw Scolded walking out of the bush after the Crustal decided to die. And then, which Crustal, you did fine. That was just, you just overextended, you know? Everyone did good in this game. This was a hard fought game, honestly. Like, we should have lost it. They were kicking our butts. Yeah, so I saw him come out of the bush there. They see him, honestly, you know? So, I just know, I know as Scyther's kind of like a dashy speedster, that gravity is going to be nice to have it down to like do more damage to him or make sure his movement speed isn't like insane. GG's all around though, that's all I have to say. And GG's to Scolded and Feppy. Go check out Scolded on Twitch. He's fantastic. I watch him all the time, honestly. I think his stuff is great. I think he's a great player. I don't know what happened here, honestly. Like I said, I just think it was well fought. I think at the end, it was not even like anyone had bad micro or like played bad at all. I think it was more just like a macro, like just a like a slight macro difference even, honestly. Cause it's not like we out damaged them that hard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a team game. As much as a solo queue player would like to admit that it's not, and like to copium themselves into believing it's not, it's a team game. Don't forget it. You have to fight with your teammates. You have to stick by them, especially in this key pivotal moments around objectives and things. Some Pokemon can like roam, some like roles can roam and kind of help different places, but all in all, you have to worry about defending, scoring, being at those objectives. Just so many things. Farming, like just keeping your levels, fighting with your team more than farming. You don't want to auto farm. It's a lot. It's just learning with practice and experience. Watching people on YouTube like Loosh, watching people like Scolded. I mean, at the end of the day, GG's to Scolded, Feppy, and the rest of their team. They did great, and my team did great as well. With that being said, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Dude, I've been enjoying Clefable so much. Like, Clefable has honestly brought the game back for me. Last season was kind of a rough one. I honestly didn't know where I stood with playing the game, and I mean, I've been kind of just learning and playing and enjoying it for the last year. So when it came down to it, I just decided that I would, stick it out, make some content, just have fun, and Clefable made that so easy for me. Like, I've just been enjoying it. And obviously, do I think it'll get a nerf? It's possible. But all in all, I've just been having a lot of fun with the game. And I just think this is like, I don't know, maybe it's just personal, but it's a good step, like, hopefully towards the future where they're making these matchmaking and ranked matchmaking updates and fixes and such whatnot. Like, ban pick, whatever. Like, Crashy will always talk about ban pick, but that's the truth. Like, that will be huge for the game. There's so much they could do, but I think hopefully we'll see it in the future. We'll see what we see. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. I'll be making more, obviously. And if you have any questions about Clefable, put it in the comments below, and I'll try and like answer it to my best of my opinion, at least, I guess I would say. The best of my knowledge, whatever. But yeah, have a good day or night, and later.